What is good, y'all? Welcome back. My name is Jason, and you already know what this is. It is Scents, Shoots, and Shoes. Yo, I was gone for a minute, but now it's back with the jump off. Yes, folks, I had to take some time off for personal reasons, but now I am back, and I am super excited to continue to give you the content that I love, and hopefully that you do too. And of course, furthermore, thank you. Thank you everyone for sticking around, continuing to share this journey with me. Definitely hope that we can keep this thing going. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do this. As you can see, we've got some boxes. I've accumulated a lot of stuff since my hiatus. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be making this a multiple part series, because just trying to fit everything into one video, it's just not going to happen. But first video, we're just going to open about 3 boxes, and hopefully I can continue this unboxing series and show you everything I've accumulated over the course of my hiatus. So definitely stick around. You definitely want to see what's in here. I know, but I want you guys to see too. You already know what it is. Again, it is Scents, Shoots, and Shoes. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. So, like I said, we got some boxes. Let's see what goodies we have in here. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hop right into it.
What's that smell? Ew.
Alright guys, first up we have Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Le Parfum. YSL L'Homme Le Parfum was released in 2020, and according to Fragrantica, it has ozonic notes, cardamom and lemon in the top, geranium, violet leaf and basil in the mid, and amberwood, cedar and vetiver in the base. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this guy up. Take a look at the bottle. Obviously this is just a tester. As you can see, it just comes in a regular white box. Got that blue coloration on it. I really like that. So, word on the frag street is, I mean, first of all, I was really excited to really try this one out. Word on the frag street is that this is somewhat of a mix of YSL Y Eau de Parfum and Yves Saint Laurent, the original L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah, I own L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. I don't own YSL Y Eau de Parfum, but I'm definitely going to be actually getting that one really soon. I just actually bought it. But yeah, apparently that's what this is, and I definitely am really interested in trying it. Like I said, I don't own YSL Y Eau de Parfum, but I do own YSL L'Homme, the original Eau de Toilette. So this is kind of where I'm at with this actually. YSL Y, I don't own it, but I have smelled it. Amazing fragrance. Guys, seriously, if you don't have YSL Y Eau de Parfum, make sure you get that. It's an amazing blue fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent. And like I said, I do own the YSL L'Homme Eau de Toilette. That one, it's okay. It doesn't smell bad. It's a decent scent, but it's just definitely not my favorite. Its performance is, to say less, it's just less than stellar. But apparently, for what I hear, this is kind of a mix of that. So definitely want to see what this one is really about. So yeah, let's just get a quick look at the bottle. Got the badge code down there. 38T100E, if anybody is actually wanting to know what the badge code is. These L'Homme tops, they are fingerprint magnets, so I'm going to be used to that. Let's check out the atomizer. Not bad, good spray. Actually, let me give it another spray. Definitely getting a lot of that basil, of course the citruses, and the geranium. This is good. This is good. This is definitely better than YSL L'Homme Eau de Toilette. And I do see where people are saying about having kind of that YSLY, that apple-y sage kind of in there as well, kind of mixed with the L'Homme. Yeah, that people didn't lie. Basically, that's pretty much what I'm getting just off those couple of sprays. This is good. I can see this one being a real standard go-to for me and for others, you know, if you're interested in getting this one. But that's good. That's good. Now I have heard on the frag sheet as well that the performance isn't the best. Kind of like I said, the L'Homme Eau de Toilette. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to obviously wear it a few times, kind of see where that push is, how many hours of longevity I get on it, how it performs on clothes, all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to do a full review of this one in the future. Again, that is L'Homme Le Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent. Alright, so next up we have a game that I've been really wanting to get my hands on. Again, as you can see, it is Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village. I'm not sure what they're actually wanting us to call that, but Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village, doesn't matter. But first, before we kind of get into this game, let me tell you about my love for the Resident Evil franchise. I love Resident Evil franchise. All of them, all the ones that I've played so far. 1 through 7, some of the spin-offs, Revelations, main story games, the remakes. I love Resident Evil as a franchise, point blank, period. And I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna get some hate from this, but Resident Evil 6 wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. A lot of people did it live up to what we would consider maybe the Resident Evil standard? Maybe not. Was it a bad game overall? I don't think so, not in my opinion. Was it, of course, more action-oriented versus horror-oriented, which we know the Resident Evil franchise to be known for? Of course, it definitely was. A lot of the storylines with Chris and Jake and whoever else, and all the different, and Leon, and all the different branching characters that we have, pretty much most of it was action-oriented, action-focused. Again, I didn't think it was that bad of a game. It definitely wasn't a bad action game as far as going directly to saying, you know, let's take the horror aspect out of it and just look at it as primarily an action game. It wasn't bad. I just don't think it wasn't that bad, but it gets so much hate from a lot of reviewers. But I think Resident Evil 6 was decent. But anyway, if you know about Resident Evil, you know basically about how Capcom changes the format of the games, you know, every few games or so. Let's take Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 1 through 3. We had the pre-rendered environments, we had the sloggy tank controls, we had the bullet sponge zombies, you know. People kind of got tired of it, right? People kind of got tired of that format. Capcom went in and said, hey, let's change it. Resident Evil 4 came out, completely changed everything. Resident Evil 4, while I'm gushing about Resident Evil, the franchise period, I'm going to gush even more about Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, I have played that game on so many consoles, so many platforms, so many different ways and times. It is just an amazing game. I think it can definitely be put up as a candidate for best game ever. That's my hot take. Do with it what you will. But anyway, of course, Resident Evil 4 came through, took out the pre-rendered environments, heck, even took out zombies, what Resident Evil is known for. The enemies, the main fodder was not even zombies anymore. It was infected people with the Las Plagas parasite. Had the over-the-shoulder camera view, which so many third-person shooters use nowadays. That over-the-shoulder view, it amped up the action, upgradable weapons, just so many different things that, and even the inventory system was completely different. Resident Evil 4 inventory system, I think, is one of the best inventory systems in video gaming, period. Changed everything, right? Resident Evil 4, like I said, 5, pretty much the same. a few differences here and there. Of course, like we just said, Resident Evil 6, it just amped up the action more and more. So Resident Evil 4, it did add more action versus survival horror elements. Resident Evil 5, more action, less survival horror elements. Resident Evil 6, pretty much all action, very few survival horror elements. So that's kind of how that was. And of course, again, we kind of got tired of it, especially like I said with people with Resident Evil 6. There was like, why is this even a Resident Evil game? This is an action game. Anywho, Resident Evil 7 comes out. Once again, Capcom completely changes the format of everything. Went back to its survival horror roots, scavenging for resources. I mean, of course, the herbs and things were still there. And of course, you still had different weapons, but scavenging for resources turned it into a first-person view. Brought back a large house setting with the baker's house down there, and totally changed it. Umbrella wasn't even really part of it. I mean, we're not throwing out too many spoilers. They're kind of part of it, but again, you'll have to play the game. But yeah, changed up everything again. Brought back some elements actually from some of the original Resident Evil games, like the item box, things like that. So it was a big change, and I think a lot of people really, really enjoyed it. Resident Evil 7 really became that game that kind of brought us back. Those of us that have strayed away from the Resident Evil franchise, Resident Evil 7 brought a lot of us back. But with that being said, I'm done gushing about Resident Evil, the franchise itself. Of course, Resident Evil Village 8 is a continuation of, you guessed it, Resident Evil 7. Look at the big brain on Brad, right? So like I mentioned about Resident Evil 7, complete overhaul, and this is kind of pretty much continuing on that trend of what Resident Evil 7 has started. A lot of the main characters are gone. You're in the shoes of Ethan Winters. A lot of those huge action set pieces gone. More tight, confined spaces. Heck, even a lot of the, like I said, the zombies. The zombies were, well, they kind of went out in 4. Not really any zombies was in 7. Spoiler warning, by the way, sorry. But this again is continuing. You're continuing as Ethan Winters. Apparently, Chris Redfield is in this. If you've seen any of the trailers, he's all over the trailers, so that's definitely no surprise. But and everybody, the big thing about Resident Evil 8 that got the huge overarching fanfare was Lady Dimitrescu. a lot of I'll say fans of her, talk about her on the internet. So it is what it is with that. But Resident Evil Village, I'm so looking forward to this. I mean, again, I talked about Chris and I totally forgot he's right there on the cover. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this. Huge Resident Evil fan, and I'm really hoping that this really continues that trend that 7 kind of put back into play for us with that survival horror. That overarching fear. Great game, great franchise. Really looking forward to this. Resident Evil Village. Glad I picked it up. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have, if you can look at the box, you might be able to take a guess what this is. Come on, man. We've got Lightnings. Air Jordan 4 Lightnings. So dope. So dope. These were released earlier this year. Since I'm recording this video again, way after I actually got them, I can't remember when I actually had them because these have just been really honestly sitting in the box, and I just had to get around to doing this video so I can go ahead and unbox them. But you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm gonna have to eat a little crow here because if you saw my last video, I pretty much dogged the sneakers app really bad, basically predicting how I was gonna get the L for trying to get these. Now I did talk about, the white Oreos. I definitely took that L, but I somehow was able to come up with these. So sneakers app, you still bull, but you gave me a W on this one. Yeah, man, 4s, they're definitely some of my favorite Jordans. 3s, of course, are my absolute favorite. 4s are definitely in my top 5. Definitely not mad at this colorway. Again, these are the Air Jordan 4 Lightnings. I'm so glad that I was able to cop these. This is a dope shoe, no lie. So that'll do it for today's episodes of Cinch Shoots and Shoes. So as I said earlier, I've got a lot of stuff to unbox. So definitely hope you guys stick around so you can stay with me so I can, share, like I said, continue to share that journey with me so we can kind of see those things that I have, review them. Definitely looking forward to unboxing those. This is going to be a whole series. I'm not going to just keep banging you guys over the head with unboxing video after unboxing video. I am definitely going to break it up so that it's just not unboxing videos all day, all the time. But I definitely want to say 100% I am back. Again, I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me if you're watching this. Don't forget, of course, to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've got some new items that you've recently purchased, I want to hear about them. Go ahead and hit that comment section down below so that we can interact during this channel. And as usual, I appreciate all you guys' support as I leave you with these words. If you're like me, you may like a lot of things, but none of it truly matters unless you love yourself. And as always, smell great, have fun, and stay fly. Peace out.